Something must fit here. Unlock this. Unlock. Case closed. Case closed. Case closed. Love, Nancy. Something must fit here. Here. Something must fit here. Case closed. How can I unlock this? Unlock this. Unlock. Something must fit here. Unlock this. Unlock. Case closed. Case closed. Case closed. Love, Nancy. Something must fit here. Something must fit here. Case closed. Something must fit here. Unlock this. Unlock. Case closed. Case closed. Case closed. Love, Nancy. Something must fit here.
Hello, how's everyone doing? I hope everyone's having a good Tuesday. I know I just saw y'all yesterday. So not much has changed probably. But I hope that your day was good today. Mine was pretty good. I would say it was a very productive day today. I got a lot of things done around the house, which made me feel very productive, which was good. It needed to be done. Hi, Valletta. Hi, Lufisra. Valletta got first player. Congratulations. I am, as usual, sleepy at work. Oh, yeah. I know. Yeah, I got my work done a little bit earlier than I was planning on. And so today I took care of the dishes. I have done 6 loads of laundry because that's like a never-ending chore. I cleaned both of the kids' rooms today, and I cleaned the kids' bathroom, which was so gross. Yeah, and then I made them dinner and managed to get a shower. I washed my hair today. It was a pretty eventful day for me, honestly. But I feel good. Like, I feel really good when everything is kind of like in order. I have a hard time when stuff is not in order. And it can only go cluttery for so long before I have to fix it. So today was the day that I was like, I have to get in those kids' rooms and I have to help reset it for them. And thankfully they look amazing, and I vacuumed. So it was a good day. It was a good day. I sweated a lot today though. I mean, that's honestly like a workout. I feel like cleaning a house is essentially like working out. Because you're like up and down and moving around, and I was like bending down to get things. It really is like a little workout when you clean. I was sweating so bad. It is, yeah. But I mean, I feel good. I feel good that I got it done. I'm starting to get the house back into like a reset stage, because with all of us like being out last week with COVID, like not a lot got done, obviously. So it's nice to kind of reset things back to where they should be. But yeah, we had fun yesterday. I really liked playing. For those that didn't join yesterday, I did a random stream. We tried to play Disney Dreamlight Valley. It got a little glitchy, so I installed the game onto the PC. So now it's installed, so hopefully it should work better next time we play. But we started playing Potion Craft yesterday, and I really liked it. If y'all haven't heard of that game, it was really good. And when Maud came home last night, I was telling him how I had played it and how far we got, and I was like, I really, really like it. Like, if I didn't already tell y'all to play, I was playing Nancy tonight, and I do want to keep playing Nancy because I want to finish Scarlet Hand. It's taking me longer than I anticipated to play Scarlet Hand, but I think I forgot how much is in that game. That game's a little more involved than Final Scene. But yeah, I definitely want to play Potion Craft again. So eventually we'll play it again because I really liked it a lot. So highly recommend if you want like a cozy game that's kind of got a little bit of a like figuring things out element to it. I would say that's a good one to pick up. It was on sale too. I got it when it was on sale, but it's not on sale now. But things go on sale all the time on Steam, so it should go back on sale pretty soon, I would think. But I do have something to share with y'all tonight. I have a new board game of the week to share with y'all before we get started into our Nancy. The board game of the week is this new game that I got sent by this lovely guy named Benny Goldstein, and he was looking for people to review his game, and I was like, yeah, I'll review it because it sounded like something my son would really enjoy, and I was correct. My son actually really likes it. It's kind of cool. It's like an adventure tabletop game. And it is called, let me shout it out so you guys can see it, and then I'll give y'all the spiel, and I'll show you it on the tabletop too, so you can see it up close. Bum, 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 da, da, da. It's called Zabarius. This is there's actually 4 player boards. This is one of the player boards. This is the humans player boards, but it's called Zabarius. It's by Benny Goldstein and Moshe Gluick, I think is how you say it. Their family. Moshe is Benny's cousin, I think. Either cousin or brother, but it's a family-made game. This is the 3rd edition of the game. The artwork is gorgeous, but it's very much like a what would I compare it to? It's like a skirmish, movement, attack defense game, like but works really well with kids, I would say, because it's not like super complicated to play, and there's the aspect of like totaling up how much strength you have versus how much attack when you're attacking somebody, and it has these really cool dice right here that like pop into, I don't know if y'all can see, like that's the board, this is the player board, that's the back of it. Isn't that pretty? Isn't that artwork pretty? I really like it a lot. I like the artwork a lot. That's what really drew me to it too, was I was like, this is gorgeous. It's like very colorful. The humans board is blue, but it has these little dice here that like pop out. So you can, these are like the dice that you would roll to determine how much attack you do, like how much damage or defense you do when someone attacks you. But then they like pop right back into this foam thing. It didn't come in a box. The way it came to me was all 4 player boards came to me like this. So here's all 4 player boards. So there's humans. I'll show you the different boards. There's orcs. There's the orcs board. Isn't that cool? It's really pretty. And this is the 3rd edition of the game. There's the undead. Here's the undead board, which I like a lot. My son likes this one too. He prefers to play with this one. So does my husband. He likes the undead board. And then the Guardians board, which kind of reminds me of like Avatar in a way, just because they're blue. But I played with the Guardians. I actually like the Guardians characters. I think they're really cool. And this one's green. So there's blue, yellow, red, and green. And so the whole story of the game is Zebarius is what the land is called. So that's like the world, and war has broke out in Zebarius. And so each player takes on the role of a tribe in Zebarius, either the humans, the orcs, the undead, or the guardians. And you are trying to defend your territory. Basically, you're recruiting and training and sending your units out to defend your land. And then you are attacking other units, and you are trying to ultimately become the ruler of Zebarius. Figure out which tribe will rule Zebarius by basically eliminating everybody else. It's really interesting how the mechanics work. Once I show you the inside of this board, you're gonna be like, what? That's cool. Because that's another thing that kind of drew me to the game. So let me switch over to the board game of the week screen so you guys can see it up close. So like, here's the game board, right? So you've got the game board here, and like I said, here's the dice right here. Let me see if I can tilt y'all a little bit more. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so here's the game board. How you open it, so you take this off, and this is part of the map. So like, everybody takes this off and then lays this down on the table, and you connect these together to form like the playing board, which is really neat. And each little space, like you'll see each little space has like a square, so that's how you know like where to move. You can move either forward, or you can move to the right and to the left. You can move diagonally as long as there is a road. You obviously can't go on water. There are some units that you have in your command that can fly. And those can fly over the water. Like there's fairies and different creature dragons that can fly over the water. But isn't that cool looking? So you line these up. And basically everybody starts off right here. This is where everybody starts. So there's 2 cities on each board. There is there's a circle right here on each board. There's a power star on each board. And then there's a mine on each board. So you get more coins at the mine. The power star is what gives you and your troops 1 more strength. So if you have a unit on this space, then all of your units that are on the board get 1 more strength. If you have a unit that is on a mine, then every turn you get to, when you do the income generating part of your turn, which happens at the very beginning of your turn, you get to determine how much income you get for that turn. You would get 1 extra coin. Yeah, it's really cool. The layout of it is really neat. The graphics are beautiful, honestly. The art is really beautiful. And then the way that this board works is cool. So this is the board with all your units in it. And let me show you. So my document cam is, of course, like a little glitchy right now. But so you got your dice down here, right, that you can like pop out. These are your coins. So everybody has 6 coins, and you can pop this stuff, like pops out of the board. Like it like comes out of the board. So you can flip over your coins to show that you've used them. Isn't that cool? Everybody starts out with 6 coins. Everybody has 6 coins, but you start the game with 5. So you would start by flipping over one of them so it looks like this. And then you can spend your coins in order to build towers. These are the towers that you would build onto your city area, the city areas on the map. So like one right here, and there's one right here. You can also build onto other people's maps. So like that's the cool thing too. You can build on other people's maps, and if you get into their map area, you can put a unit on their power star. You can put units on their mines, and then you get like extra coins and extra strength. And the way that the towers work, these little towers are what allows you to recruit the units. So these are the units, these are the people, the characters that you play with. These two towers, these are the wood towers, these are the metal towers, and these are the gold towers. So unit towers are free to build, and they give you one. Here, I'm going to turn on the light because I think it might be easier. It's going to reflect a little bit, but they give you one gold coin. You can see there's like a little gold coin on there. They give you one gold coin whenever it's time to like generate income. And they actually fit into the board. There's like a little slot right here. And they sit in the board like that. They like sit in the board, which I think is really cool. Like it's very tactile, which I think is neat, which is also good for like younger gamers. My son really likes that part of the game. And then there's a slot right here, so you can put another tower over here. When you want to upgrade your towers, you then have to pay 2 coins. So like the metal tower is 2 coins, the gold tower is 3 coins. That's really neat. I know, isn't that cool? I think that's the one of the things that kind of drew me to the game too, was the fact that all of this like fits into this board. Like you're popping these pieces out to play with them. Which I think is really cool. And this is called they refer to this as your armory. So then like when a unit gets defeated, it goes back into your armory, and then you can just recruit it again later. And in order to recruit a unit, you have to at least have a tower that will build that unit. So like I was saying before, like these towers are wood towers. These towers will generate these units. These towers will generate these units and below. And then these towers, the gold towers, will generate these units and everything below. So in order to generate the like higher power, stronger units, the ones that can move more and everything, you want to upgrade your towers to the gold ones. And how you get these units is you have to spend the coin that's on the back of them. And then once you spend that coin, then you can put it right here on your board. And it basically, this person is like, okay, now they're here. And now you can start moving them. You can move them along the board wherever you want to take them. And they could come up here, you know, and you can build a city up here. But each unit, let me show you, each unit has, let me see if you guys can see it. I don't know. I might have to turn the light off again. Oh, there we go. You can kind of see. So there's a little foot icon down here. So each unit has a movement that they can move. So this guy can move 3. And then the strength right here, there's like a little arm, like muscle guy symbol. He has 3 strength. And there's a little picture of a dice right here. So whenever he's attacking, you can roll 1 die. And you take whatever the number is on that die and add 3 to it. And that is your attack power for that move. It's also how you defend. So if you're defending, you roll however many die it has next to the little strength symbol. And then you would add that number to it. There are some of these units that have a little fireball symbol right here in the middle. It's like looks like a little fireball. These units can attack long range, so they don't have to be right next to someone to attack them. So this tells you how many spaces away you can attack. So you could attack someone 2 spaces away from you. Obviously, the more a unit can do, then they're gonna cost more. So like this person costs 2. But this is a mermaid, and some of them have special abilities, some of them don't. It does say on the back if they have a special ability, like the mermaid passes over water, so she can go over water and other units. So you can pay attention to some of the back of them. I know there's one of them over here. I don't know if it's this one. No, there's one of them over here that whenever he kills somebody, he takes that unit and you stack that unit underneath him, and then he takes their strength. Okay, it's not this one. It must be this person. Which is, if you let that person go for too long, they could get really strong. Yeah, keeps the units that he defeats underneath him and then rolls for each unit 1 extra die. Okay, so with him, you get 1 extra die for however many units he has underneath him. So he just like stacks them underneath him. So if he kills somebody, they don't go back to that person's armory. It gets to stay under this unit. So that one's pretty wild. My husband was playing with one of those, and that's how he was like winning, essentially. He kept killing people and putting them underneath his unit. And then his unit was like so strong. But it's really, it's a really cool concept of a game. Like, I think it plays, I would say it plays, the length of the game plays longer than I anticipated. So it does take a little bit to play because you have to eliminate everyone on the board in order to win. So if you're playing, it depends on how many people you're playing with. They say that the game takes, hold on, let me see. Because I would say it took, like, me and my son, it probably took us about 45 minutes or so when it was just the 2 of us playing. But when it was the 3 of us playing, like my husband and I played with my son, it probably took us about an hour and a half. Just because each person's turn, essentially, you can go as many, like your turn is however much, it takes however long for you, like you decide when your turn ends, basically. So if you still have coins you can spend, you keep going, until you can't spend any more coins, you can't move any more units, you can't attack anybody. Basically, you can't do anything with what you've got on the board, or you're out of money. Then your turn can end and it would be the next person's turn. So it could go on a lot longer. The turns can go on a little bit. That's the only thing that I think it's a little bit of a longer game. But it kind of reminds me of, like, if someone liked D&D or something like a campaign style skirmish game, then this would be right up your alley. I think it's very well made. I've definitely told Benny, I've talked to Benny and I've told him about some of the things I think in the rule book that might need to be updated. I think they could really use with like a player turn reference part of the rulebook, because the rulebook has lots of great information, but there wasn't like a section in there, and that's why I had to call Benny to talk to him. But there wasn't like a section in there that specifically said, on your turn, you do this, or like you can do this. So like he essentially, I had to just ask him and find out specifically, like, your units can only move once. They can only attack once on a turn, and then they're spent, basically. I had to kind of determine, like, income happens at the beginning of your turn. It's just like stuff like that I know would be good to have in the rule book. But other than that, they have so many wonderful resources on their website. I think they're doing a really good job. And I think this is a really unique, interesting game. I think it's very cool. I'm going to be shouting it out the rest of the week, of course. And then I'm also going to post about it on TikTok, and I'll do a written review on Instagram later this week, probably this weekend. But But yeah, I wanted to share it with y'all because I thought it was really cool. So if you guys want to check it out, if you know somebody who might be interested in it, go to their website. They've got lots of great information on the website. So if you just want to share it with somebody, that's all I ask. Spread the word around, you know. Because I mean, it's honestly really cool. And it's, if someone really likes like a skirmish combat game that is good for even younger players, I would say this is a really good one for younger players. To get them kind of used to counting. It's good for math. It's good for reading. Kind of getting into the mindset of like battling your parents or whoever you're playing with. It's a good one. All right. So let me switch back over. And we will, and I will save that, what I just showed y'all, I'll save all of that as a highlight too. So it'll stay down below for anybody who wants to go check it out later. Let me move my keyboard back over. And pull Nancy up. And we will dive back into Scarlet Hand. I don't remember what we were doing the last time, so we'll have to figure out what we were doing when I ended the game last. I know we waited forever to meet Taylor Sinclair, so that took us a hot minute. Because I forgot you have to go up to the monolith to meet Taylor Sinclair. Alright, let me bring y'all over to the screen. Okay. We will load our game. We were on break-in, right? Yeah, we were. I don't think Go Fish was our save file. Yeah, I don't. Go Fish doesn't ring a bell, so I don't think that was our save file. Okay, what do we have? We've got the handprint. We've got. Time is it? 9:30 a.m. or p.m.?
Come in.
A.m. It is a.m.
Need something?
Have you seen Henrik? I found a piece of paper inside the Pakal display case. It had some glyphs on it and a print of a red hand.
Oh, I feel like we already
I'm
asked
hoping
her
he can
this.
give me a translation.
What am I, fish food? Henrik's not the only one around here who can read a glyph, you know.
Uh-oh. This sounds familiar. Why would the save file be called Go Fish? I don't think that's right.
Okay, great. Did you happen to see the thief's message?
The police showed me the note. It said, "The magician suffers yellow death," whatever that means. Apparently, the thief just couldn't come up
we've
with
heard
the
this
glyphs for
already.
"The curator suffers flaming purple disgrace."
I'm curious about the red handprint the thief left. Does it have any significance in Maya culture?
Afraid I can't help you there. What I want to know is what the hand was printed with.
Yeah, we
It's
already did the
obviously not finger
analysis
paint.
too.
Why don't you do
Okay,
a little
maybe Go
analysis
Fish
on
was
it in
our
the
save
lab?
file.
I haven't seen Henrik since the theft. Where do you
It was
think
on
he
when
could
we ended
be?
last time, so
Who
no help
knows?
as to what we saved it as. We definitely already analyzed the handprint. Let me go back. Yes. Okay, this looks familiar, but why did we... Maybe someone said to us, go fish. Okay, I think this is our save file. I don't know why... Oh, damn, this game. One of the few Nancy Drew games I'm not looking forward to ever playing. Ah! Why? You just don't like this one? I think we called the Chaco Canyon, whatever. Let me open my... Chaco Center. Here we go. 555 1222.
We're sorry. Your call cannot be
Okay. 1505 555 1222. You have to dial the whole number? Oh my god. Oh, maybe Bess told us to go fish. Let's call our friends. Maybe that's why. 4468. I feel like this game is too boring for me. It doesn't capture my attention. First half of the game is just learning about mind culture and it's boring. So it is a lot of learning.
Who?
It is a lot of learning. I will give you that.
You're kidding. I haven't talked to those two in months.
Let me tell you, they're as cute as
So
ever.
I do agree
George
about
and I
that.
were just telling them about
It's
your
a
latest
lot of
case,
learning.
And, judging by the way they're hovering around me at the moment, I think they want to say hello.
I'd have to
Sure,
say it's
put
not
them
one of
on.
my
Hi,
favorites
Nancy,
either.
it's Frank.
Frank Hardy, what in the world are you doing in River Heights?
Well, Joe and I just finished up a case out west, and we're taking a few days to drive back to Bayport. So we stopped in River Heights to say hello to our favorite girls.
Well, that's awfully sweet of you.
We should have known you'd be out there chasing trouble.
Joe, is that you?
The one and only. How's it going,
I need
Nancy?
to make
Oh, just
whatever my
me
last
deep in
save
another
file is
case. You know
at
the
the end of a
feeling.
stream. I
Do
need
we
to make
ever?
it like
There's
the
one
date.
around every corner, isn't there?
You can say that again.
There's one around every corner, isn't there?
All
I
right,
know.
Joe. Cheeky as ever, I see.
It's the secret of my irresistible charm.
Oh, brother. Listen, Nancy, we're taking off again tomorrow, but if you want to talk shop about this case, why don't you give us a call on the car phone? The number is
Ooh, the car phone.
973-555-3393.
Sounds great. I'll do that.
Go get him, Nancy.
Good luck.
We love a car phone. All right.
Boswell, Jackson, and Rose, how may I direct your call?
This is Nancy Drew.
I don't
Calling
remember
for Franklin
what we
Rose,
talked
please.
to Franklin
Just
about
a minute,
last.
please.
Nancy, to what do I owe the pleasure of this call?
Nothing. We can't talk
Oops.
to
False
him about
alarm.
anything.
I'll
It's
call
fine.
you later.
Not a problem,
I
dear.
feel Secret of Scarlet Hand and Lie are both games that, unless you're super into Mayan or Greek mythology and stuff, you definitely will be interested. Yeah, I feel like that's a fair assessment because I really liked Labyrinth of Lies, but I love Greek mythology. So, yeah, I think that's accurate. Is it 2? What time is it? Oh, we've still got time. Cancel. Let's go back to the, or no, let's go talk to Taylor and then Alejandro again. If they managed to make the first half interesting, it probably would have been better. Agatha Christie Evil Under the Sun managed to do it. The real mystery only occurs 7 or 8 hours into the game, and I'm still so engrossed in it. Oh, okay.
Want a cookie?
Thanks, but I'm trying to cut back.
Any news?
Nope.
I'd better get going.
Thanks for stopping by.
Yep, nothing to say to you. Just take the metro over here. Just make sure we talk to everybody. trying to figure out. I don't know what that light bulb is for.
Buenos dias.
Oh, here we go.
Have you heard? The police received an anonymous tip, and they're considering Joanna a prime suspect in a Bacall theft.
That's
They've
right,
taken
she's
her in
gone.
for questioning.
I
Joanna's
called in
gone.
that tip. She lied about the cinnabar.
Hi,
and you may not know
Ruby.
this, but she has jeopardized the museum's finances with
How can I unlock
wheeling and dealing. Why
unlock
should she not be
this?
questioned?
Unlock.
Let me give Ruby
Something
a
must
shout
fit
out.
here. Unlock this. Unlock.
Ooh, why is it not recognizing you are in chat right now?
Case closed.
Stream Deck, get your shit together. Oh, thank you, Banshee. That's why I have mods. Mama doesn't have time to show. Oh, I'm playing Nancy and I can't take my cursor off the screen. Nancy was very
Love
the old
Nancy.
Nancy games are very selfish. They want your undivided cursor attention. How's your day, Ruby? How did she jeopardize?
How did she jeopardize museum finances?
Museum
I am not at
finances?
liberty to say.
Oh, okay.
I should get back to the museum.
Goodbye.
Lovely talking to you, sir. I've been sick, so I'm kind of feeling horrible right now. Oh no! That evening slump. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry you're sick. I'm still not 100%. I feel like it's gonna take a second for me to be 100%, but I'm kind of like hoping that at least by my birthday I'll feel better. Because I do not want to feel bad on my birthday. Oh, let's put these back. Can we do anything else in here? I don't think so. She has a toothbrush over here. Oh, that's for brushing this off. And I thought these were orange peels for the longest time. Just keep testing for COVID, but so far negative. Probably too early. Yeah, it could. I mean, it could take a second for that to kick in. But yeah, it could just be the flu as well. I know like Maud's grandma, like even though we got COVID, she had like almost the same symptoms and then she never tested positive. Hers ended up just being like a really bad case of the flu or something. Still no fun though. Oh, that we use this key for this, but then are we allowed to touch the ham radio? I don't think we're allowed to touch the ham radio yet. And Henrik is still gone. Can we touch the ham radio now?
I shouldn't be messing around with this without
Nancy,
permission.
no one's here. We're alone. We can't get
It's
into
locked.
this. We saw this already. Yeah, we don't have that to do.
You have no voicemail.
We don't have any voicemails. I don't know what to do. I went out a few times during the weekend, so it makes sense I picked something icky up. Yeah. I got sick a while ago, but it's just clear for me. Oh, excuse me. Alright, well, what do? We analyze the handprint. When do I get to talk to Henrik? We can't go over here and like snoop around his stuff, so I don't have his keys to get into the desk. I don't know what to do. Nothing here. Oh, I thought that said possibly no smoking at first. Just suggestive. Like, maybe don't smoke. Might be a good idea. I am stuck. We have gone in here. We have made it all the way down to the bottom of the monolith. Not monolith, the temple. We made it all the way down to the bottom. And there's that one question on the quiz that we don't know the answer to. Oh, never mind. We needed Henrik to fall.
Henrik!
So we needed.
Amnesia?
Okay.
Wow.
Got it.
Henrik must have taken a real nosedive off that pyramid. Do you think he just fell, Nancy? Or was he pushed? Sounds
Bum,
like you
bum,
need to find out about hospital
bum.
visiting
Groan.
hours. Yeah, but
I
you
know.
better get the lowdown from Joanna first.
He's
George
really
is right.
hurting.
She is your supervisor after
Master
all.
the ability of standing so incredibly still that I've become invisible to the eye.
All right. Let's can we go see him? What time is it? Thank you for the lurk, Hope. 10 a.m. We're good. We got time. Let's go visit Henrik in the hospital. Is it on our map? No. Well, I guess we should go talk to people again. If anybody knows anything about Henrik falling.
Any news?
There was an incident at the museum. Henrik is in the hospital with a head injury.
Poor Henrik. Another squabble between him and Joanna,
Joanna's
perhaps?
not there.
Oh, I'm kidding, but I do remember the time she threatened to push him in the pond. Temper, temper, I'm always telling her.
She is not at the museum, sir.
I'd better get going.
Keep up the good work.
Worst mustache ever. Yeah, it's like barely a mustache. If you can call it a mustache. It's really not winning any awards. It gets a little over dramatic. The fall, Henrik. Think Henrik's over dramatic.
Buenos dias.
Have you heard? Henrik Vanderheun
You
fell
heard
off
the
the
news?
pyramid at the museum. He's in the hospital
Henrik
with a mysterious
Vanderheun.
head injury.
That is terrible news. I hope it's not too serious.
We'll see.
I should get back to the museum.
Yes, you should.
I mean, they're saying amnesia. The word amnesia is getting thrown around, so I would say that's a little serious, but you seem concerned. All right. Is Joanna back? Did she come back at a certain point? Nope. She is not back. Let's put our keys back. Let's maybe we'll have a voicemail. Go check our phone.
You have voicemail.
We do.
This message is for Nancy Drew. Hi, Nancy. This is Nurse Bluefoot calling from Eleanor Roosevelt Memorial Hospital in regards to Henrik Vanderheun. I believe you're a
Henrik
colleague of his.
Vanderhuge.
Since Mr. Vanderheun was admitted, he has repeated your name several times in states of semi-consciousness. As we've been unable to contact any of his family members, we're hoping you might be willing to act as Henrik's support person as he begins the difficult process of restoring his memory. Please call me as soon as possible to discuss this. My direct line is 202-555-4000. Thank you.
Nancy, it's Joanna. The police are done giving me the 3rd degree, but now the board has suspended me. To make a long story short, I'm forbidden to set foot in the museum. Could you please call Franklin Rose and try to reason with him? If we don't get a move on, this exhibit is going straight down the tubes.
To replay messages, press 0.
Right.
Press 9 for an outside line.
9. Let's call Franklin Rose. Did I write down that hospital phone number?
Boswell, Jackson, and Rose, how may I direct your call?
This is Nancy Drew, calling for Franklin Rose, please.
Just a minute, please.
Nancy, you must be psychic. I was just getting ready to call you myself.
I don't know if I did. I forgot what the number was.
As a matter of fact, I have been brushing up on my mind reading.
Well, thank goodness I've got you on my side. I feel I should apologize for the situation that's going on at the museum, dear. I really did think we were setting you up with a nice little internship, a breather from your casework, but instead it looks like we've fed you to the lions.
It's just like, well, it's not surprising.
Well, in all my travels, I still haven't found a mystery-free zone, Mr. Rose.
Speaking of travel, I got a postcard from your father in Ouagadougou. Apparently, Burkina Faso has become the cultural darling of West Africa. He must be having quite an adventure.
Like father, like daughter. Anyway, Mr. Rose, I'm calling about Joanna.
I think I know what you're going to say, Nancy. Let me be frank. Joanna Riggs has been in the doghouse with the board for months. Her thirst for acclaim has led her to gamble the future and the reputation of Beach Hill time and again. Now that we've lost the Pakal carving, one of our most notable pieces, well, she's just got to be stopped.
Right.
But with Henrik in the hospital and Joanna suspended, how can we possibly get this exhibit off the ground?
Leave that to me. We'll postpone the opening if we have to. Look, I've got a client waiting, Nancy. What we need now is for you to take up the slack.
Sure.
I've spoken to the rest of the board, and we've agreed that the best thing is to put you in charge.
Sure, okay. Now we are museum curator. We'll just add that to our resume.
But Mr. Rose, I don't think Joanna is responsible for the Pakal theft. She shouldn't be punished.
She's not being punished, dear. In legal terms, we're suspending her in abundance of caution, so she won't do any more damage to Beach Hill's reputation or her own. We're counting on you to catch this thief red-handed. Ha ha. Just kidding, kiddo. If you can get the Pakal back, we'll see about giving Ms. Riggs another chance. That seems fair, doesn't it?
Sure.
It's a deal, Mr. Rose.
Bye, kiddo.
I need to check my messages again because I need to see what that hospital phone number was.
No voicemail. Press 9.
Nancy, hi. It's Franklin Rose. I'm calling because it's just... This theft is very bad news for the museum. You can't imagine the limb we went out on to acquire that Pakal carving. It's been one of the museum's main attractions.
I have so many phone
want
numbers
to
in
take
this
you away
notebook,
from your
and I don't
internship,
know
but
which
if you
one
could
is the
do a
hospital
little
phone number.
investigating, well, I think I speak for the whole board when I say we'd be very grateful. Give me a call when you have a chance. And Nancy, thanks.
This message is for Nancy Drew.
Okay,
Hi, Nancy.
what is it? What is it? What
This
is it?
is Nurse Bluefoot calling from Eleanor Roosevelt Memorial
Oh,
Hospital
here we go.
in regards to
I'm gonna
Henrik
put hospital
Vanderheun. I believe you're a
next to it.
colleague
I
of
did
his.
have it written down in my.
Since Mr. Vanderheun was admitted, he has repeated your name several times in states of semi-consciousness.
Dang, we have to
As
listen
we've
to
been
them
unable
all.
to contact any of his family members, we're hoping you might be willing to act as
Boo,
Henrik's support
I don't
person
want to
as
listen
he
to
begins
this.
the difficult process of restoring his memory. Please call me as soon as possible to discuss this.
Well, let me
My
click
direct
through.
line is 202-555-4000. Thank you.
Nancy, it's Joanna. The police are done giving me the 3rd degree, but now the board has suspended me. To make a long story short, I'm forbidden to set foot in the museum. Could you please call Franklin Rose and try to reason with him?
Okay.
If we don't get a move on, this exhibit is going straight down the tubes.
To replay messages, press 0.
To replay messages, press 0. Alright. Hi, Shodan. How are you? Let's call the hospital. Can we get a shout out for Shodan, please?
This is Nurse Bluefoot.
Nurse Bluefoot, this is Nancy Drew.
Nurse
You left me a
Bluefoot.
message regarding Henrik Vanderheun. How is he?
Nancy Drew. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, I'm so relieved. We've been unable to locate any family members, and we do like amnesia patients to have at least one personal support person when they begin reality orientation.
What's reality orientation?
Well, reality orientation is a kind of treatment that helps a patient get reacquainted with the facts and circumstances of his or her life. Henrik has not actually lost his memory. It's just that his brain is injured in such a way that he can't access
To get
the
his
place
memories
where the
back.
memories are stored.
I see. So we need to help him find the trail of crumbs. Is that it?
Exactly. First, we do repetitive memory exercises to help Henrik relearn the basic facts, like his name and address, the name of his parakeet, if he has one, the date, and so on.
I hope
Second,
Henrik has a
we try
parakeet.
to stimulate Henrik's sensory memories in order to help
It's
trigger
weird how Nancy
or
becomes the important
find the
person
way
for
back
Henrik
to
despite knowing him
his
for like
cognitive
mere
memory.
days. Yeah, I think that's the hospital just like grasping at straws at this point, trying to find somebody.
What are sensory memories?
A sensory memory is like it sounds, something that is familiar, that you recognize by sight or touch, smell or sound or... Oh, what is that last one? Oh, yes, taste. A cognitive memory
You're
is
a
something
doctor,
that you
sir.
know or remember
The
intellectually.
doctor can't remember the
For
5
example,
senses.
How do you know the name of this planet? Somewhere along the way, you learn that it's called Earth, and you just remember. But say you bump your head and forget the name of this planet. You don't know where in the solar system you're floating.
That would be most unfortunate.
Exactly. But then I show you a picture of our marvelous blue and green globe. Suddenly you remember. That glorious sight is Earth. I live on the planet Earth. This is how a sensory memory can trigger a cognitive or intellectual one.
I still don't understand where I come in.
You can't help Henrik remember his childhood, but you can probably help him remember his work. And who knows where that will take him. All roads lead to Rome, as they say. One great tool is the Reality Orientation Board. This is a place to post information and pictures for the patient to look at over a period of time. You may want to bring in images or photos to place on the board. Things from the museum, perhaps.
I see. Well, I'll be happy to help in any way I can. When are visiting hours?
Visiting hours are 10 to 4 every day, if the patient is not engaged in treatment and if he seems stable.
Great. Is there anything else?
Just remember, Henrik's brain has been knocked around like a peanut in its shell. He may have attention difficulties.
I mean, he did take
headaches,
a pretty
anxiety.
far fall.
Sometimes
so.
he may seem giddy, too. We need to keep these conditions in check. Don't push him too hard, or he may have some kind of meltdown.
Well, the last thing we want is a meltdown. I'll go easy on him.
Bye-bye.
Okay. What time is it right now? Let's go to the hospital. Bringing in things from the museum can seem kind of sus. Is this dude trying to steal them? You figured it out. Case closed. It was Henrik all along. Just wanted items. This is sneaky way. Getting items.
You look familiar. Is it time for my snack?
No?
Henrik, it's me, Nancy. You're looking very well. I'm here to help with your memory exercises so you can come back to Beach Hill as soon as possible.
Beach Hill?
Beach Hill is a museum here in Washington, D.C. The curator's name is Joanna Riggs. You were working there, and that's where your accident happened. Do you remember anything about the accident?
Joanna Riggs. Is that the woman who called to pick my brain for an access code?
Joanna called? What did you tell her?
Where in my poor banged-up head would I be keeping access codes? I don't even remember my own birthday. So if you're here to squeeze me for details, you're wasting your time.
Actually, Nurse Bluefoot thinks with regular visits, I may be able to help you get your memory back more quickly.
How, pray tell, do you intend to do that?
I'll visit, we'll talk. Sometimes I'll bring you
post
pictures.
things on your
Pictures?
board.
Well, isn't this nice?
Yeah.
Think of it this way. You just got back from a fabulous trip, only you can't remember the places you went. So you decide to look through postcards to see which ones you recognize.
Fine, I'll do it.
Awesome. Can we put this up here?
Great. These are Maya glyphs, like the ones you used to translate. Now, don't be upset if you don't know how to read them anymore. I can tell you what they mean.
I know what they mean, dear. I wrote them.
I'm sure you have written them at one time or another in your career. So, what do you think this is all about? The magician suffers yellow death.
Your translator is sloppy. I should know. I am the author of the original work.
You don't agree with the translation?
That first glyph is the fool, not the magician. Furthermore, any decent epigrapher knows those glyphs refer to the infamous plague of oozing hives. A fitting curse for a fool, don't you think? I rather like it.
Henrik, this note was found at a crime scene. Are you telling me you left it there?
I don't remember.
I'm investigating the theft of the Pakal
We're
carving.
pushing him.
Please, Henrik, try to remember something.
Who in the world is Pakal? Oh, my head. Oh, the pressure. I can't take any more today, Nancy.
Okay, it's time for some memory therapy. Nancy, could you come back tomorrow?
Okay. Well, he temporarily lost his memory, Nancy. He doesn't remember anything. I know. Nancy doesn't. There are no boundaries. There's no. Someone's mom just died. Let's ask them all the questions about their dead mom. Someone lost his memory. Let's push him for some to see what he remembers. Like, there's no boundaries when it comes to Nancy Drew. Yeah, Nancy's something else. Trying to think what I can do now, though. I don't really have anything I can do. I might need to go get a sweater. It's a little cold in the house right now.
Any news?
I need a photo of the Pakal carving. Do you have one?
Joanna took the official print for her insurance claim, but I have a couple extras. Here you go.
Oh, nice.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you. Maybe he's got something I can use.
Buenos dias.
Nope.
I should get back to the museum.
Adios, Nancy.
I don't think there's anything at the museum that we can take. I don't think. Let me see. Obviously, we have to add this to his board. Yeah, I don't think there's anything we can grab over here. Can we bring him a chocolate bar? Wait, not that.
You have no voicemail. Press.
Okay, no. Guess we'll go back to our hotel. And call the Hardy Boys. Because we're going to have to wait a day before we can go back to see Henrik.
Frank and Joe Hardy, taking the mist out of mystery. Joe here.
That's pretty cute, Joe. Can you come up with a slogan for me, too?
Hey, Nancy. Hold on while I put you on speakerphone. You still there?
Yep.
Hi, Nancy. You got access to both of our brilliant minds now. So how's the case coming along?
This investigation is stalling. Any thoughts on how to get it back in gear?
I don't know, Nancy.
Me neither.
Not
Talk to you later, fellas.
See ya.
Let us know how it's going.
I mean, obviously we have to go back and like wait a day and then go back and see Henrik. Put that picture on his board.
Hello?
It's
So I know
me
that's
again.
one thing
Hey,
we can
Nancy.
do.
What's the latest, Nan?
After the board caught wind about the police interrogating Joanna, they suspended her.
But Joanna didn't take the Pakal.
I tried to suggest that to Franklin Rose without betraying Henrik's confidence, but he's not interested in cutting Joanna any slack.
So what? She's history?
Mr. Rose said that if the Pakal carving is recovered, he'll reconsider.
Well, that's just one more reason you've got to find that carving. Yeah. Joanna's ambitions may be a little misguided at times, but she shouldn't have to take the fall for Henrik. Plus which, her presence at the museum may be one of the crucial ingredients to solving this case.
Detective Drew, requesting hint, please.
Negative, Detective Drew. Assistants Marvin and Fane out of commission at this time.
Awesome.
Suggest calling Detectives Hardy and Hardy.
Nope. They were
I'll
not
talk
helpful.
to you later, ladies.
We're rooting for ya. Yeah, you're doing great.
Sure, okay. Alright, let's set our alarm for the next day. And then we will go back to the hospital. So we can put this picture on his board.
Well, look who it is.
Ready to do some memory work, Henrik? I brought you a picture.
Henrik Vanderhuge, 61 and a half. Washington, D.C. He's an epigrapher. Jesus. Oh, he's divorced. He's allergic to chickens and bee stings.
This will help you to remember.
That face. He's as familiar as my own feet.
Do you know his name?
Pakal. Nancy, this is the stolen carving, isn't it? And I'm the one who took it. I must have. But why? Oh, Pakal. What could I have meant by this?
If you're remembering correctly, this is a serious crime, Henrik. You've got to tell me why you did it.
I can't remember.
All I need is some idea of where to look next. I'll take any scrap of memory you've got, Henrik.
It's still in the museum.
Are you sure, Henrik? Did you plan to sell the Pakal on the black market?
To protect him. I had to protect him. Oh, Pakal. Something is going on at that museum, a devious plot. I was the only one who could stand in the way.
Whose plot is this? Is it someone who's involved with a museum?
Forgive me, Nancy, but when I woke up in this hospital bed, I didn't even know my own name. Perhaps the only thing I can offer you is this key.
Ooh.
It was found in one of my pockets when I was brought in.
We can get into his desk drawers.
Do you know what lock it belongs to?
I haven't a clue. Take the key now, Nancy. Find out what it opens and return to me, please, with some answers.
You can count on me, Henrik.
In the meantime, I'll sit with my friend Pakal and see if he will tell me anything new. You must keep this to yourself for now. It's your only hope of getting to the bottom of this.
This is a long shot, but do you know what animal Pakal was afraid of?
You're asking the wrong amnesiac.
Do you know anything about the theft of Prudence Rutherford's necklace?
I can't remember.
Henrik, I need to know
Let's
where
just keep
you put
asking
the
him
Pakal
questions.
carving.
Who knows?
One of the pieces that was stolen from the Chaco Canyon Cultural Center was a jade carving with an unusual glyph on it. Do you remember translating it?
I can't remember.
Did you use Joanna's name last week to place an order for Cinnabar with Keep It Real Restoration?
You're asking the wrong amnesiac.
You wouldn't try to frame her, would you?
Who knows?
Okay.
You rest up. I'll be back.
Be careful.
All right, let's go. Now we have a key and a mission to go unlock a desk. Find out what's inside. She's really pushy. Yeah, she is. She is very pushy. She's on a mission. She won't take no for an answer. Alright. Okay, so we get a floppy disk. And a steno pad. Oh, we can't look at the steno pad? Number stations. 2050 Hertz transmits a series of 5 digits in Spanish, with each transmission starting with Atención, atención. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Write down the last 3 digits of the series, add a 0 to it to get a 4-digit number. Add each of the original 5 digits and add the sum to the 4. What? Oh, okay, I see. Yeah. Add each of the original 5 digits and add the sum to the 4-digit number from the first step. This is the station that the smugglers will take messages on. Example, if the station number says 56123, then the smuggler station is 1247.
Looks like I need to find someone who speaks Nahuatl.
Put a 0 at the end of the 3 digits. Add all of those numbers. 17. Add the number from step 1 to the number from step 2. Password is the Nahuatl word for snake. Nahuatl. Enter it in Morse code and they'll confirm by voice. Then send a code word. Translation notes continued. Kaban, Hubi, prisoner. Rabbit. Kingly title. Hiked with Big Bunny all day. Temperatures in the hundreds. Water scarce, but Highland region is beautiful and pristine except for the bunny's insistent commentary. Even spotted a quetzal flying among the branches, a rare treat. Symbolizes freedom and wealth. That was 7:16, 7:22. Cross paths with an old shaman today, eager for some relief from Big Bunny. Accepted old man's invitation to eat. Old man Vincent gave us very strong tea, to which Big Bunny reacted negatively. Kept shouting, "Bunny rabbits, flaming bunny rabbits, return of the repressed." Once he even pounced on the floor to try to catch one, but there was nothing there. Oh, I forgot there's bottoms to these pages. Hard brain last night. Shared tent with Big Bunny out of kindness, pity. What does he eat? Nearly suffocated. Very funny. I nearly expired from embarrassment. Tea had no unusual effect on me. Old man told us legend has it that the Highlands are haunted by the spirit of Amaxcali. I understood most, translated for Bunny. Here's a legend at best I could gather. At the height of Pakal's reign, a royal Maya scribe, Chihuapile Amaxcali, wrote an account of the Maya that somehow defamed Pakal's name. Amaxcali disappeared along with all traces of her work. The rumor was that Pakal banished the scribe and her writings to the far reaches of the netherworld. Highland elders swear that Amaxcali has haunted these hills for centuries and will not rest until her writings are unearthed and her name is restored to dignity. Banished? Ha, if only Pakal were so lenient. Would have enjoyed this story much more without the unwanted outbursts of my foolish sidekick. Quite a tale, though. Amazing that it survived somehow over hundreds of years. Big Bunny wants to start small-time smuggling racket to pay off his college tuition. Ugh, he's the last person I'd want for a partner in crime, but I do need some way to fund my own studies. Wonder if I could stand it. Travels today have been uneventful. Sun is hotter than ever. Tomorrow we return to base camp. Cannot wait to be rid of my companion. Suspect he is really a dog in bunny clothing. Okay. Could we get anything else in here? Could we not look at this notebook? No. Okay. Ooh, now we can turn it on. anything. Oh, it was on, hold on, it was on a certain radio station, wasn't it? It was on... What if you can hear random stuff on the stations?
Atención, 8, 3, 2, 7, 1, 2, 7, 1, 2, 7, 1.
You take the last 3, add a 0, and then add the 5 numbers together, which is 11, 13, 21. Add it to this number, which gives you 27, 31. 27, 31.
Este canal no está recibiendo transmisiones.
And then we need to say send it, right? Or do we need to say the snake thing? Wait. Wait, what gets it? What makes it a letter? I forgot. Is it send? Oh, okay, there we go. And it's dot.
Error.
What? Isn't that what we were supposed to send?
Este canal no está recibiendo transmisiones.
Oh, they're not receiving transmissions. I thought we were supposed to send the word snake, right? I have it written down here. Oh, we took this paper with us. Password is the... Oh, it's because I don't know the word. It's because Nancy doesn't know the word. I know the word, but she doesn't know the word. That's why. I thought it said it in there. Sorry. We've got to go talk to Alejandro, I think. And then he'll tell us the word, and then we'll know the word, so then we can spell it out.
Buenos dias.
I need to know the Nahuatl word for snake. Can you help me?
What do you need that word for?
I'd rather not say. It's part of my investigation.
Now, if only I could remember the word for snake. I hear you have been a great help to Henrik. I wonder if you can help me improve my memory too.
Something tells me this translation is going to come with strings attached.
I am almost certain that the provenance documents for the Pakal carving were falsified. I have asked Joanna to see the documents, but she evades me. If you can find that file in her office and bring it to me, I think it might help my memory of Nahuatl a lot.
Interesting.
What makes you think they were falsified?
In Mexico, it is common knowledge that the carving was stolen from Pakal's tomb when it was first excavated. But no one has been able to prove it. If I can
Well, good
determine
thing I
that
know
the
where those
provenance
papers
documents are a fraud,
so-
this will be the first major step toward legal repatriation of the artwork, whenever and wherever it resurfaces.
Whenever and wherever it resurfaces.
Okay, Alejandro. I'll see what I can do.
I feel my Nahuatl coming back to me already. Do you know what Sihuapili means? Princess or lady. Now, if only I could remember the word for snake.
Sir,
I should get back to the museum.
already said I'd help you.
Yes, you should.
God. He's not the worst of the Nancy Drew characters, but he's not great either. Alright, let's go back to the museum and get these papers for him. No, the other way. Other way. Oh my god. Oh, it scared me. Welcome in, Raiders. Hi, Kirby. Hi, Jenna. Hi, Aaron. Hi, Mallory. Let me jump over to my raid screen. Welcome in. How's everyone doing? Aaron, how was your stream? Hi, Steve. Yeah, thanks for the follow. Oh, you were playing Nancy Drew Shattered Medallion. How was it? Did you finish it? Yeah, we get more Momo on the screen. Thanks for the follow, Steve. Halfway through-ish, maybe. Well, we are playing Scarlet Hand over here. Henrik just took his fall, and we're now doing grunt work because they have now made us the museum curator. Welcome in, everyone. I am Board Gaming Mama. Y'all can call me Mama. I am a Nancy Drew streamer, point and click streamer, board game streamer, puzzly streamer. I love a good puzzle. Any kind of games with like puzzles, cozy vibes, figuring things out. That is where I'm at. So if that's your vibe, but welcome on in. We do get to play a lovely board game. So I show off board games on the stream. I also play board games on the stream from time to time. As you can see, I have quite the collection behind me. I am a content creator for board games, and I work in the industry as well. But we do play one on this channel whenever we get a raid. This is a trivia card game called OK Boomer, and we play for points. 25 points to be exact. Aaron, I know you said you were going to be lurking. Thank you for the lurk. If you haven't fully lurked yet, do you want to say which deck we play from? You do get one question yourself if you want it. Otherwise, I can just ask both questions to everybody. Not Zaddy, Henrik. I know, we're trying to help him bring his memory back, though. So, we've already given him 2 pictures. We have now gone in his desk. And we now have to do grunt work for Alejandro, so he'll translate something for us. So fun. I have played all 36 Nancy Drew games. I played them all in order. When I first started streaming, I actually just celebrated 2 years of streaming this past weekend. And now we're going back and playing them again. I know Aaron plays them from time to time, and I love watching Aaron play them as well. But we are replaying them on Senior. So I'm doing this one on Senior, which hasn't been terribly difficult. There's just a lot. This game has a lot in it, and I think I forgot how involved this game is. I'm just going to choose a generational deck for us to answer trivia questions. I'm going to choose Gen X because we typically go millennials, but I'm going to choose Gen X and let's see if, see how we do. Okay, so I'm going to ask, there's 2 questions on each card. I'm going to ask each question. And the first person to post a correct answer in chat gets 25 points and your name on this leaderboard over here if you're not already on the leaderboard. We keep track of these. This leaderboard goes all year, and then at the end of the year I do board game giveaways, so for anybody that's played. All right, the first one is an entertainment question, and I don't count off for spelling. I want to say that because people type really fast. It gets competitive up in here when we play OK Boomer. Don't count off for spelling. As long as I can tell what you were trying to type, I will give you the 25 points if you're first. All right, here we go. Entertainment. This is open to anybody to answer. Anybody can answer right now. The Simpsons originally debuted as a segment on what show? The Simpsons originally debuted as a segment on what show? Who knows the answer? I actually did not know this. I learned it because of this game. Is Googling allowed? No. obviously it's the honor system. Because I don't know if you guys Google in the background, but honor system, so hopefully you guys don't Google in the background. Family Guy? It's not Family Guy. It is not Family Guy. But I will say, I believe this person, it's not SNL, but that's a good guess. I believe this person, I could be completely wrong. Let me look this up really quickly and then I'll give you a hint. I'll read it one more time. The Simpsons originally debuted as a segment on what show? And then let me look up this person to see if I'm correct before I give you this hint. Because I think it would be a good hint. Also, who watched the Last of Us episode? Like, obviously no like big spoilers, but for anybody who hasn't seen it, but man, it was so good. Mad TV? It's not Mad TV, but I like what you're thinking, Ruby. Hold on, let me see if this person is who... Oh, it's not! I always get her confused! It's not who I'm thinking of. The Simpsons Show? It's not The Simpsons Show. I'll give you a hint. The name of the show is a woman's name. She was a comedian who did different characters. How about that? This is Gen X. So it would be like Rosanna? No. I Love Lucy? No. I'm not watching the show yet, but I know the game, and I've heard it's really close to the game, that the episode was really good. It was a really good episode. It was really, really good. It's not Oprah. This might be too... This is not a show... Trying to think if anybody would know. This might be too hard. I'll read it one more time. The Simpsons originally debuted as a segment on what show? And the hint is that it's a woman's name. And she was a comedian. And still is. I believe she's still alive. And she used to do different characters on her show. It was almost like a sketch comedy show. Like a skit show. I'm a young lad, I've got nothing. Oh, I love that emote though, Steve. I think I picked too old of a generational category. I'm sorry, I apologize. I should have picked Gen Z. Or millennial. I should have just gone with the younger generations. They're the ones that typically are more popular anyway when we play Okay Boomer. That's a good one. Wow. Yeah. Whoopi Goldberg? No, but that's a good guess. I'm normally good with Gen X. Do you want me to tell you? Do you give up? I'll tell you, and then we can see if anybody knows who this person is. This is one of Maud's favorite comedians. He really likes her a lot. Whoopi's the oldest one I know. And now we'll all know this random fact. The Simpsons originally debuted as a segment on the Tracy Ullman Show. Tracy Ullman Show. Tracy Ullman, if that name sounds familiar at all. She is known for like impersonations, and she was very popular in like the 90s, 80s and 90s, late 80s I would say probably, but like 90s more, I would say. But Tracy Ullman is her name. If you looked her up, I mean, you might, well, I don't know. It depends. I mean, it's definitely an older generation thing. All right, well, let's try this. This is a science question, but I think y'all can probably get this. I think someone can get this one. So here we go. Discovered in 1984, polymerase chain reaction, PCR, is a method that rapidly makes billions of copies of what? Discovered in 1984, polymerase chain reaction, PCR, is a method that rapidly makes billions of copies of what? It is not RNA. It is not RNA. But that's a good guess. DNA. Yes, it is DNA. It is DNA, Steve. Steve, you get 25 points and your name on the leaderboard. Congratulations. I will mark down that you get 25 points. So we play OK Boomer whenever we get raids. It is also channel point, so when people redeem it if you redeem it as a channel point, you get to choose which deck we play from. And then you get your choice of the 2 questions to answer just for yourself without anybody else answering. So that way you get a shot at 25 points. Steve, let me write down so I can make sure to put that. I know Banshee, I think, is with us as well, though. But just in case she's busy, I'll add it. Oh, thank you, Banshee. Thank you again, Aaron, for the lovely raid. I know you're lurking and getting food, which I don't blame you. I do that too whenever I end my streams. All right, let's jump back into some Nancy. Doing what I do best, lurking. Yeah. Okay, we need to go into this cabinet. We were supposed to get Providence papers. Can we take these papers? Are we allowed to take them? Will Nancy, like, grab them? Oh, okay, she will. Awesome. All right, well, let's head back to Alejandra. Yeah, let's just take these Providence documents and just smuggle them into another country. No big deal. It's fine. This is totally legal and fine. So, hi, Friday. How does this game rank for you? Honestly, it's not my favorite game. I wouldn't say it's my least favorite game. I'm trying to remember where it was in my Nancy, when I did my Nancy tier list. Actually, I think I can look pretty quickly. Try to figure out where this was in my tier list. It's definitely got more going for it than... I like Final Scene, but like we just played Final Scene, and there are like no puzzles. Like, I'm a puzzle heavy Nancy streamer. Like, I like a puzzle heavy Nancy. Those are my favorites. Like, my top game is Sea of Darkness, because like I really enjoyed that one. I think like story, characters, puzzles, like I enjoyed that one so much. And then I can't remember. I know my lowest obviously was like Ransom. But I did try to give that one a good try before I put it on the bottom, but I just did not. That was the one game I did not look forward to playing again. Okay, where does this one rank? This one is... This one was on... It was tier 3 for me. So it wasn't in my top 5. It wasn't in my loved. It was in my liked column. I had top 5, loved, liked, just okay, disliked, and the only one that I disliked was Ransom. But my top 5 were C, Spy, because that one actually made me cry when I played it. Because of the whole mom thing, like, made me cry. And because I had played all the games in order, I feel like, and I had never played that one before. There were so many, when we got to, like, the later games and I was playing them, there were so many I hadn't played, that when I got to Spy, like, just having played all the games in order up to that point, and, like, been with Nancy, like, oh my god. I just sobbed. Thornton Hall is up there. Message in a Haunted Mansion is like so nostalgic for me. It's in my top 5. And then Saw. I like I like Japan. I lived in Japan for 5 years. I love a puzzle heavy Nancy. That's a very puzzle heavy game. So those are my top 5. C, Spy, Thornton Hall, Message in a Haunted Mansion, and Saw. I know Spy isn't the best, but the emotional impact is so good. It's so good. Like, all the history with her mom, like, that one really got me.
Hello, Nancy. You have a special delivery for me, I hope?
Yes, I do. Promise me you'll take good care of these
Promise
documents.
me that you'll take good care of these documents.
Giving you these papers that you really don't deserve to have, but...
Good work, my friend. I suppose you would like something in return?
Yeah. What, that translation, please. I trust your, Nahuatl has become fluent again.
I trust your Nahuatl has become fluent again.
The Nahuatl word for snake is coatl. C-O-A-T-L.
I tried using the Morse, the ham radio before she knew this information, and it wouldn't let me do it.
Muchas gracias. Gotta go.
Because I have my Nancy notebook with me, and since we played this one before, I was using my Nancy notebook. And I was like, oh, I already know what to enter. But then it was like, error. Because she doesn't actually know the word yet. I was trying to skip ahead. We also need to go look at this floppy disk. In our room. Alright. Let's, go use this ham radio. Because those are the people that we have to get them to send something, right?
The radio tube went out.
No! Good thing we got this, good thing we got one. We're a pro at this kind of changing light bulbs because, I like how it told you not accepting transmissions too. Yeah, it was like, we're not accepting them at this time. We have practice changing light bulbs from Final Scene. Nancy can add that to her resume. All right, here we go. So now we need to go to 2731 connect. Transmítelo ahora. Ahora. Okay, now we gotta do this. Oh, wait. C O A L. We need them to send it, right? Send item. We're trying to get an item from them, I think. Dot.
Mensaje recibido. Entregaremos el paquete lo más pronto posible. Cambio y fuera.
Okay, they're gonna send it. Nancy, jack of all trades. I know, right? Cool. Now she's just carrying around this light bulb, but you can't throw it in the trash. How fast are they? And that'd be wild if it was sitting here. All right, we got to go. Let's go back to our room. Look at the floppy disk. We've already talked to Henrik for the day, so we can't go back, I don't think. Unless we can. I don't know if we can go back to him. Oh, it's past time. That's fine. We can't. Alright, let's... Oh, that's what this is for. It's not a CD drive. no. See if we can cheat this system. Do we have that written down somewhere? No, I don't think we do. I have the icon drawn, but I don't have... Yeah, I don't have, Oh, wait, is it stone? Oh. Is that because we're not supposed to know it? Oh my god. Alright, cool. Actually, we need to go back to our room. 10. Yeah, until you learn a password in a game, it does the same thing with Sunny's disc. Alright. We'll put in the legwork. Let's go to the hospital first. It's funny. Damn soft block, I know, right? Oh no. Well. I wonder if that symbol is in his, like his notes in his notebook. Let's go check. Oh, actually, let's check here and see if we get a package now. Like, there's no easy way to, like, just look it over here. Ooh, random. Yay, we have part of it. Nice. Okay, let's see if was it in here? I thought there was. No. In here? No. That's the manual for the ham radio. That's not what we need. There's a book on glyphs right here. Alright, well, Do you have any messages?
You have no voicemail.
No, we do not. Okay, let's go this way. I think where we would have seen that symbol. Nope. Let's just look at everything again just to see. Nope, not there. Oh yeah, we can pick one of these up at a certain point.
Why do I want to lug these heavy things around?
It's a very good question, Nancy, but you will do it at a certain point in the game. Very good question, Nancy. True. Why would you want to lug those things around? Yeah, because Nancy, you need to build your muscles. Thank you for the follow, DJ. Welcome in. So stop getting thwacked, right? We have to get jacked. Alright. It's not gonna be in there. Nope. Let's see. Nope. Nope. Just triple checking everything to make sure that symbol is not sitting on anything. And Nancy needs to look at it. No. Throne. It's funny how the garden is so pretty, it feels so eerie. I know, right? Plus all the, like, cicadas or whatever is happening. Nope, not that. I like the bird noises, though. Nope. Okay, well. Do we learn that symbol from talking to someone? Or do we learn it in here? I can't remember where we learned that symbol. No, not in here. Not one of those. It's not over there. Well, maybe that we got the, maybe since we got the jade thing, we can go to the hospital now. Maybe he won't be in, in his thing. Yay! Okay, cool. Oh, cool. He's just snoring away. Can we put this up here?
What should I post here?
I don't know. All right.
Hello.
Okay, we cannot say anything
I should
to him.
get back to the museum.
Goodbye.
Hello. Adios. Maybe Taylor Sinclair has something to say to us.
Any news?
Nope.
I'd better get going.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you so much. So good to talk to you. Lovely conversation. All right. I can't remember where we were at with the Choco Cultural Center. I don't remember. How old are those cookies, Sinclair? And are you willing to eat one for us before we taste it? Exactly, right? Exactly. How do we know that you're not trying to poison us? I don't know if the Hardy Boys are going to be able to help us. Let's see if they're able to help us or not.
This is Joe.
Hey, Joe, it's Nancy.
Hey, Nancy. I've got that slogan for you. Are you ready?
Of course.
Nancy Drew, the ace in every case.
Catchy.
Nice.
I'll make a real impression on my suspects with that line.
How's the case going?
This investigation
He worked real
is
hard on
stalling.
that.
Any thoughts on how to get it back in gear?
See if Henrik's made any headway on that riddle translation.
Okay. Well, he was sleeping, so...
Talk to you later, fellas.
Go get him, Nancy.
Good luck.
Should I try again? Is he gonna be awake? Or should I try to go to sleep? He might not be awake. He's taking a nap. Yeah, this game is much longer than I remember it being.
Nancy,
Oh,
you
now
have
he's awake.
brought me back to my work.
You recognize the riddle then?
I've been working like a fiend. Look at the board.
Oh, look at this. Stone.
This has something to do with the plot at the museum, Nancy. I'm sure of it.
Who was this whisperer of silent
Now we know.
secrets?
The Whisperer came from a distinguished line of royal scribes. I can't seem to remember her name, but I do recall that she wrote an account of Maya history that greatly angered Pakal because of the way it depicted his ascent to the throne.
Oh, we know her name.
What did the scribe say? That Pakal had bad fashion?
From the age of 12, when he came to the throne,
We know her
Pakal
name.
claimed to be
We read about her.
divinely appointed the first true authentic king of the Maya. Then the Whisperer came along and wrote that Pakal was only king because his mother pulled some strings. It was quite a blow to
I mean, that
Pakal's
adds up,
image.
though. That adds up to everything we've kind of,
So he put her
found.
in a stone prison?
Pakal swore that the Whisperer's words would never see the light of day. He put her body, her soul,
yeah,
and
Nepo
her
baby. I
writings
know,
all in a
really.
tomb and locked it up.
OG Nepo baby.
Wait, Henrik, a prison of stone? We're not talking about the monolith, are we?
That's the idea.
Do you think the monolith can be opened?
Good question. I'm certain that there's a dirty rat trying to get into that tomb. This is where my memory fizzles out. If I could only figure out why I took the Pakal.
Do you think there is anyone I can trust?
So use the
Please don't
sledgehammer.
breathe
I
a
know,
word
really.
of this. There's too much
That
at
would have
stake.
saved so much time.
Henrik, I received a note from your friends in Copan. I've got the Copan Fool Key. I still need the Pakal, though. How's your memory?
The tomb. Nancy, I hid the Pakal carving in the replica of the Pakal tomb at the bottom of the temple exhibit. Huh. Now, how did I think of that? And another thing. You'll need to get past that computer quiz.
Got it.
Sonny set it up with an impossible question. No one knows what Pakal was afraid of, but Sonny was petrified of the Coatamundi. It's an ornery bandit with a narrow snout and a long ringed tail, much like a raccoon or a polecat.
Got it.
Have you ever been part of a smuggling racket?
I don't know.
Can you tell me what the password is to your disk?
You're asking the wrong amnesiac.
You rest up.
Okay,
I'll
we've
be
got
back.
lots of
Be
information.
careful.
Lots of information to go off of. All right. We can go. So he said it's hidden in the tomb, right? Now we can complete that quiz.
It's locked.
Dang it. It's opening doors to close them. All right. Go in here. Oh wait, we have to do the quiz in order to be able to access this. Okay. Yeah, that's all we have to do. Quiz. Okay. I did write this down. Congratulations, you successfully completed the quiz. If you've already solved the other activities, you may now use your temple card to open King Pakal's tomb. Hooray!
It needs a card.
Yay! We get our free glow stick. This is almost as bad as having to... I mean, we had to do so much to get a glow stick. Just like Jane in her games. Nancy Drew just really wants to make us... These Nancy Drew games just want to make us play lots of games to get glow sticks. Can we use this? Here? Can't remember. Is there anything for us to see in here? No. Yay! I mean, glow sticks aren't cheap. You gotta work for them. I know, right? They're really putting us to work. That's for sure. Alright. So we've got 2 parts of... I don't think we can put together the, yeah, we don't have all the parts yet. We need more parts. Let's go do his, disc. Finish my sentences. That'll be good. Okay, now we should be able to access this. Awesome. Translation. A curse upon you who beholds this terror. The evil deeds of the whisperer of silent secrets remains undead. Within this prison of stone, broken only when the 4 corners of the world are bound together, when the first king ascends the throne again, when the last Copen fool has labored till the end of time. Bull. Matchmaker. Prison of Stone. 6 separate keys must be assembled to fit the lock. Where are these keys? What do they look like? Probably Bacall scattered them all over the world. So Prison of Stone Whisperer. Monolith must be a mechanism for her punishment. So I have the Fool. Numerous pieces lost in recent CCC heist. Artifacts found as far as north. The North Key likely among them, but contact other museums in the area just to be sure. So Rutherford. Bishop Diego de Landa. We have 2 pieces. We have this one and the Bacall one. So we need north, south, east, and west. So there's a phone number. 3195. I need to make sure that I write down who this is. I would be calling. 3195. Henry. This one we have to contact the Chaco cultural people. That's Prudence. I don't know what this one is. I don't remember where we get this. This would be the East key. Mexico. Release. Snake. Okay. I doubt that we can call. Let's see if we can call that Henry person. 9-5.
We're sorry. Your call cannot be...
Dang. Can we call the Chaco Cultural Center, please?
We're sorry. Your call cannot be completed.
I'm calling it wrong. 5-1. Ah, dang it. 1-5-0-5. 5-5-5. 1-2-2-2.
Chaco Canyon Cultural Center.
Okay,
Hi,
good.
this is Nancy Drew calling.
Hi, Nancy. It's Sheila. What can I do for you?
I've just got to get my hands on a replica of that jade carving you lost. Do you have any ideas?
Not off the top of my head, but maybe one of my staff will have a bright idea. I need some time to ask around. Can you call back later?
Sure thing.
Feel free to call if you have any more questions.
Okay. Let me try the area code for the other guy. 3195.
Daddle residence.
Hi, may I speak to Henry Daddle, please?
Speaking.
Mr. Daddle, my name is Nancy Drew. This is a long shot, but I'm calling regarding a Maya artifact that was bought at auction in 1898 by one Henry Albert Daddle. Does that ring any bells?
Sure. Henry Albert Daddle Sr. was my great-grandfather.
Lady voice sounds like the one we call
the jade carving, right?
Oh,
yes,
does
exactly. Wow, I can't believe my luck.
Well, it's a lucky life if you ask me. So what can I do for you?
I'm wondering if the artifact is still in the family.
Forgive me, Miss Drew. Who are you exactly?
I'm the deputy curator at Beach Hill Museum in Washington, D.C. I'm doing some research on jade carvings of the ancient Maya.
I see. Well, I was the last to inherit the carving, but my daughter Penelope was so intrigued with it that I gave it to her. I'm sure she'd be happy to talk to you about it. Why don't you give her a call on her line? It's 555
Poppy Dada
97.
Okay.
Will do.
That's
Thanks,
the one
Mr.
that's in the
Daddle.
painting. Random person with no experience becomes deputy curator. I mean, Nancy can do everything. 3197.
We're sorry. Your call cannot be completed as dialed. Please
Okay,
check the
hang
number
on.
and dial again.
1-605-555-3197.
Hello?
Hi, is this Penelope?
Not even.
Oh, is this 605-555-3197?
Oh, so she lied. She isn't the deputy curator. She
Yeah,
is
but no
the
one
curator
calls
right
me
now.
Penelope
No, that's
anymore.
totally true.
Except my parents, that is.
That is
To my
totally
friends,
true.
the art world, and anyone else who made it out of the 20th century, I'm Poppy.
The art world? Wait, you're not Poppy Dada, are you?
Ta-da! Ping ping! You win! Who's this?
My name's Nancy Drew. I'm a detective.
A detective? No way! So do you get to wear a sassy tweed hat and pick hairs off dead bodies and gross, creepy stuff like that?
I don't run
We
into
really
too many
don't
dead
run into that
bodies,
many dead
luckily,
bodies.
But there's plenty of other creepy stuff.
So, where'd you get my name?
Don't tell me I'm like wanted by the FBI or something. That would be too scandalous.
Not quite. Taylor Sinclair told me about you. I saw one of your paintings in his office, here in Washington, D.C.
So, how do you know Big Bunny Sinclair?
Big Bunny. I forgot that Sinclair was Big Bunny.
Taylor and I are both affiliated with Beach Hill Museum, also in D.C.
Has Taylor been pushing those Oaxacan cookies on you? You haven't eaten one, have you?
So far, I've managed to politely decline.
Forgot he was
take it
Big
you advise
Bunny.
against them?
Big
Let's put it
Bunny
this way.
Sinclair.
His trip to Oaxaca was about 2 years ago, and he's been trying to move those rancid lard biscuits ever since.
Aha! My suspicions are confirmed. I'll put that in my case notes.
That's hot. What's a case?
That's hot.
Are there dead bodies involved? Do you need to, like, tap my phone or impersonate me or something?
Someone is stealing Maya antiquities, jade carvings to be exact, and leaving this scary red handprint at the scene of every crime.
Ghastly. So, what's with the red hand?
It seems like some kind of threat, but to whom? And what is this thief really
We're just like
after?
telling this
It's
girl
more
like
than money,
everything.
I'm sure of
We're
it.
just like
Drama.
Yeah, I just called
so
you,
where
but
do the daddles come in?
I got a tip that your great-great-grandfather
Let me just tell you
bought a
all
jade
about this
carving
case
much
that I
like
have.
the ones that are being stolen. I'm hoping to take a look at it.
You mean that ancient green rock with the weird symbol on it? I slapped some shoe polish on it and stuck it in one of my paintings.
You're kidding. That's a one-of-a-kind Maya artifact, a piece of history. It's hundreds of years old. It's worth a lot of money.
That's the whole point. Have you heard the saying that a work of art is never finished, just abandoned? Well, I'm taking that idea to the limit by making art that will keep changing as different people encounter, perceive, and interact with it. I'm tired of artwork that says, "Don't touch." I'm all about letting go, about
I
sending
wish
my
we
work
would
into the
encounter more
world and
dead
seeing
bodies.
how it continues to
Then her would
become.
need to raise the
Don't you
ratings.
see?
I know, right?
It's an organic process. I mean, how can people really relate to art if it doesn't
Closest
come
we get
to
is the
life
graveyard
and,
in Thornton Hall.
grow and die, just like they do? That carving is part of something bigger now.
I can't imagine your dad would be very pleased about this. Does he
You
know?
bring in the dad,
Oh,
Nancy.
Don't be such a prude. Taylor's probably still got the artwork. At least, I don't think he sold it yet. Why don't you ask him? Tell him you want to see the piece called Deadly Midnight Snack. It's the one with the rubber shark.
I wish they would raise the ratings, especially when we are all grown now.
Deadly Midnight Snack. I think I know the one you mean. But I'd rather not bring Taylor into this, if it's okay with you. I'm just not sure whether I trust him.
Fine with me. I know the big bunster, Mr. Bunnytron. Well, he rubs some people the wrong way. If you really need the carving to crack this case, why don't you just go ahead and take it?
But wouldn't it ruin your painting?
Of course not. After all, this is a chance to enact exactly what I've been talking about. The organic process. Inviting my viewers to interact with my work. The deal is, you can take the carving, but you have to put something in its place.
I can choose anything? A light bulb? A magnifying glass?
A light bulb.
A
We
pair
do
of
have a very
headphones?
old light bulb in
No,
our inventory.
It should be something more organic. Stay with the title, Deadly Midnight Snack. And don't be afraid to go way out. As an artist, I can tell you that inspiration bites in the most mysterious ways.
Okay, Poppy, if you say so.
I love that we get
But
such
let's
a
keep
hint.
Taylor out of this. He'd probably blow a gasket if he saw you tampering with the merchandise. That's all art is.
I
to
didn't remember
him,
how
you
we get the
know.
East one.
Merchandise.
It's a deal.
Good luck, Nancy.
With the bishop person?
Thanks, Poppy. Bye.
Oh, wait. What time is it? Oh, we can still go see Taylor. Problem is, higher ratings usually equal less revenue. It's hard to sell games above a certain threshold. But in fact, that's why Danganronpa had to make the blood pink so they could still sell it outside specialty stores in Japan. Oh, that's interesting. Well, and two, if they're trying to grow their audience, like, and get, you know, like, young detectives of today, then they wouldn't be able to raise it.
Any news?
Mind if I help myself to one of those scrumptious-looking Oaxacan cookies?
Be my guest.
Awesome.
May I take a closer look at that wacky Dada painting?
Be my guest. I just had a call from Poppy this morning. She says she's in a really creative period right now. I said, please, sweetie, if you get any more creative, they're going to lock you up.
Pardon me a moment, Nancy. I'll be right back. I hope.
Oh.
Poppy said to replace it with something organic.
Got it. Can we snoop? I don't think we can. Would be nice. All right, we've got that. We need to call, need to look at that article. Did it have Prudence's number on there? I imagine for mystery games it wouldn't be that hard. The Sherlock games can be damn bloody but are very popular. Yeah, I mean, I get the appeal to make it like more hardcore, but it also I don't think it would feel like Nancy if we did that. Like if they did that. Okay. Do we have a phone number for Prudence? No. Dang. I forgot how we get in touch with Prudence. Depends on the audience. More so than anything, Nancy has long been the cozy mystery audience. Yeah, I agree. I also don't remember how we get the bishop one. Is that from... Do we need to go talk to Alejandro? Maybe? Can't remember how we get that one. And I think I'm going to call it a stream actually pretty soon. We'll have to continue this at another time.
Hello.
I should get back to the museum.
Okay, no, we can't talk to him.
Yes, you should.
Quit ordering me around. It was my suggestion, sir. But the Nancy games haven't really her money, though despite its fan base, they could try tackling more serious cases like in Deadly Device. We don't even have to see blood. Oh, yeah, it's not visiting hours. Okay, I'm going to go back to the hotel. I'm going to call our friends, and then we're going to save our game. I definitely think that they would want to stick, though, with cases that would appeal to younger gamers, though, so they can continue to grow a fan base. So they're not limited to just the older fan base. Personally, I think. Like, I know my son wouldn't be able to handle, like, a more serious one. And I think it's nice that these are so approachable for younger gamers, because that's what they originally were intended for. And all of us will still play them.
George, it's Nancy. What's
and
going
if they
on?
come out with more, you know,
been in a
we'll...
supreme funk ever since the Hardy Boys left. Nancy,
We
why
will, of
doesn't
course,
her
play
height
that
have
as
any
well.
cute boys like those two? Why? Beth, I'm sure Nancy is not calling
We have
to hear you
nothing to
moan.
say to them.
What's the latest, Nan?
I'll talk to you later, ladies.
We'll be waiting for an update. Bye, Nancy.
Can I talk to Franklin? Probably not. And then we'll call the Hardy Boys, and then we will save our game.
Boswell, Jackson, and Rose.
May I speak to Franklin Rose, please?
Who may I say is calling?
This is Nancy Drew.
Just a minute, please.
Nancy, how's your investigation coming
look.
along?
I'm making good progress, and the
Oh yeah,
because
because the Pakal carving's safe.
But I'm
So
afraid
he
I can't
can
tell you everything
bring
yet.
what's her face
What
back.
in the world are you talking about?
I'm sorry, but I can't explain everything now. I'll take good care of the carving, I promise.
What can I say, Nancy? I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. Do what you have to do, but let's get this mess cleaned up, all right?
So you'll call Joanna and invite her back to work?
I'll call her right away.
Okay, awesome.
Thanks, Mr. Rose.
That's what I'm here for.
That's because Nancy Drew games are still niche, which is the problem. Her doesn't quite understand how to sell a niche game series to a new audience, which trying to change your brand 6 out of 10 times is usually the fastest way to kill a series. It's a harsh reality for a lot of companies. Yeah, I agree. It's hard. I mean, I know they've got us as their fan base. And 2, I don't think computer games are as big selling
Hey, Frank, it's Nancy. How's the road trip going?
Well, Joe's driving
anymore
at the moment, so I'm
either.
just jotting a few notes for my last will and testament.
Very funny, Frank.
So when are we gonna team up on another case, Nancy? It's been a while.
It would be fun, but let me get through this one first.
Oh, we have some things to say to them.
When I finished all the puzzles in the temple, I got this glowy green stick as a prize.
Just to be clear, I would be totally against the idea, but her to thread a needle I feel is too small for her to tackle.
They use them in the military a lot, during nighttime training exercises and stuff. They're more portable and less conspicuous than
I mean, I know they're working on stuff, so maybe they are,
Who knows? But hang on to it, Nancy. It might come in handy.
Yeah, but remember, those things don't last forever, so use it wisely.
So maybe they're learning and trying to like
from the monolith.
Nancy Drew
make the next one
I
better.
find that hard to believe. What's the problem?
Well, it seems like opening the tomb and breaking the curse are the same thing.
Oh, sure, but how does a person pull that off?
It has something to do with putting these 6 keys together. But there's this other part that says, when the first king, that's Bakal, ascends
We will see if they ever release a new game. I know they're working on one.
Late for that guy? I mean, hasn't it been like 50
They have told
years?
me that.
You just don't jump back on the throne after a hiatus like that.
But
You're
I mean,
being too literal, Joe.
I think they're trying to make
must have
it.
something to do with a date, don't you think, Nancy? I mean, when did Bakal ascend the throne the first time?
They're trying to
I
make
don't
it,
know
you know,
off the top of my
correct.
head, but the information must be in the museum
After the backlash
somewhere.
from midnight,
Sometime in June.
yeah, midnight.
That's the traditional month for throne ascensions, isn't it?
First of all, kid brother, June is the traditional month for weddings. And second, the date is not going to be in our Gregorian calendar. It's going to be a date on the Maya calendar, which has a whole different structure.
Frank, you are my #1 favorite know-it-all.
Okay, let's
This
see if they tell us
investigation
anything.
is stalling. Any thoughts on how to get it back in gear?
Did Prudence mention some arts organizations in her interview?
I wonder if any of them are affiliated with Beach Hill.
Affiliated how, Joe?
Oh, you know how those arts people like to stick together.
Yeah,
Talk
we've
to you
got to
later,
talk
fellas.
to Prudence.
Later, Nancy.
Bye.
All right, I'm gonna save my game. We're gonna save it here. I'm gonna put today's date because I'm not gonna remember which save file. Yes. I'm not gonna remember the next time we log in which save file I need to click on. Okay. Let me click done. We'll click exit. Go back to just chatting. I actually like mid, so I can't say anything about that, but them not talking about the new game or setting a date is smart of them. Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping that when it does happen, it will be amazing. I will still play it no matter what. Because I love these games so much. They bring me so much comfort. They're my comfort games. All right. So thank y'all for hanging out with me tonight. This was really fun. We will go over and do a raid. I will be back again on Thursday. I'm going to pick up on Thursday. We're going to play some more Siberia. It's been a second since we've been away from that. So I want to play that before I forget what I'm doing completely in that game. So we're going to dive into Siberia again for a stream. And then Saturday, in the Discord, you can vote in the stream schedule on what we play. So far, Grim Legends Forsaken Bride is winning. So, and then we'll dive back into Nancy again next week. And next week is my birthday, so keep an eye out for a birthday day stream on Friday. Yeah, let's go on a lovely raid. Let's go raid somebody. Copy the raid messages. I totally understand if you have to take off after the raid, but let's at least go raid somebody for the night. Let's go raid. You know what? I want to go raid Justice. Gigglepuss Gang, Justice is on. I haven't gotten to raid Justice in a while. And I love watching their streams. So let's go over there and raid Justice. Justice plays honestly a wide variety of things on his streams. And he's such a sweet person. He's a stand-up comedian. He's hilarious. And an artist and illustrator too. So if you haven't heard of the Gigglepuss Gang, haven't been in his streams, y'all will love it there. He just started streaming. So let's go on over there and say hello to Justice. Drop our raid commands. Let me get the raid going. I'm going to copy my raid message. If you're a subscriber, you can copy the ones with the beautiful mama emotes. If not, copy the ones with the beautiful hearts. Take care of yourselves. I will see y'all again on Thursday for some Siberia, which we're playing for the first time. So if you want to watch me play a game for the first time, that's the stream to watch. And yeah, I'll see y'all again real soon. Thanks for being here. Bye.
Something must fit here.